folks, here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Andre Diggs on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Check 54, south. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Show it.
Here's Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We own this. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Slam. Bang.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Patterson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Seahawks 0. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
And the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 57.
Patterson on the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Gun. 57's Mike.
Now Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You're not ready. Check. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, South.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watch the shit. Space. Rush in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action. Now Wilson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
They run it with Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Boy,
how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So good with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. This thrown quickly out to Jones.
That's good.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
47-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And that will be
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Seahawks 6. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Falcons 21, Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Roosevelt Nix there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. 22. Get wide.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan wants to throw it. He finds an opening past the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They run the counter. It's Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Let's go!
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Kill.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Today's final.